These twin girls born significantly premature, medically fragile, and fighting through heart disease, immune system problems, and feeding issues from day one.
Since birth, their pediatrician and a large medical team have managed their care, warning that because of their compromised immune systems, especially Lily's, they are at high risk for severe infection and must be kept minimally exposed to others. Anyone who cares for them has to be trained on specialized equipment, including a G-tube, precise formula, and even how to handle Lily's specific contact lenses.
Their mother learned all of it. She became the highly trained caregiver who could actually keep them alive. Their father, Josh Anderson, walked away, abandoning these medically fragile twins and leaving their mother to handle every hospital stay, every machine, every crisis alone.
Before court, the doctor who had treated the twins since birth put these dangers in writing, warning that anyone caring for the girls had to be specifically trained for their complex medical needs. The judge saw those letters of concern and still pushed ahead, acting as if those medical warnings didn't matter.
To whom it may concern, I have cared for these twins since birth. They were significantly premature and very small at birth. They have both had significant issues, including immunocompromised states, heart disease, and issues with poor feeding. They have a very large medical care team who helps manage them in our area. I would be concerned if either twin left the state that they would not have that care team locally available. If it is possible for the family who is living out of state to establish a full care team at a local university, then I think we could feel more comfortable knowing that these children could travel more safely. I am also concerned about immunocompromised states, specifically with Lily. Due to her severely compromised state, she is at high risk for severe infection. As a result of her specific condition, she has been unable to be fully vaccinated with her vaccines, to include the chickenpox and measles, mumps, and rubella. As a result, she needs to be minimally in contact with others. The concern for her to contract these illnesses or others could be definitely problematic for her. Rose is fed via a G-tube. As a result, she has a specific machine and amount of formula and food that she must take in this way. Anyone caring for her must know how to use this machine, how to feed her, and how to navigate problems that could occur. She also has a G-tube that the mother has been trained on how to change if it is necessary or if it has complications. Individuals caring for her must know how to use all of this equipment and the ability to understand how to navigate the G-tube itself. Lily has specific contact lenses. At this point, Lily has learned how to take those out and thus must be replaced. We also need to have the individual trained on how to place the contact lenses. Again, these issues can be learned, but they must be trained. I understand any desire to have the ability to visit with one's family. But in the case of these twins, this individual must know how to care for their specific needs. Sincerely, Katrina Hood, MD, FAPEEP.
I think we can all agree that a judge with the children's best interest in mind would order that the parent who is currently coordinating with the existing medical team remain the primary residential parent, since that arrangement demonstrably meets the twins' complex needs.
But that is not the decision Fayette County, Kentucky Judge Tiffany Yar made. Instead of protecting a mother who has never been found to have abused or neglected her children, Judge Yar tore custody away from Cindy Adams and shipped 2 medically fragile twins out of state to live with a father who was missing for 5 of their 7 years of life. When a judge rewards abandonment and disregards medical warnings like this, it does not look like justice. It looks like a rigged system, backroom favors, and potential corruption being orchestrated by Judge Yar herself.
That was not the only letter of concern from a doctor highlighting their concerns for the twins' well-being if placed in the care of anyone other than their highly trained and 100% involved mother. This next letter specifically mentions concerns about the twins being placed with their untrained father and even brings up concerns about him being under the influence of alcohol during the only training he showed up for before being awarded custody of these medically fragile little girls.
To whom it may concern, I am writing this letter regarding the eye care of Flora Lily Adams Anderson. In her short life, Lily has had a complicated ocular history. She was born with a congenital cataract in her right eye. Dr. John Franklin elected to remove the cataract and leave her a phakic without a lens. She will be able to get a lens implanted in that eye when she is age 2 or older. but until then she will need a medically necessary contact lens in that eye. This contact lens is to be worn all waking hours, and if Lily goes without it, her visual development in that eye will be in jeopardy. The contact lens that she is wearing requires daily cleaning, insertion, and removal. Insertion and removal of a contact lens in an infant with other medical complications is quite difficult and requires training. Lily's mother, Cindy Adams, has spent many appointments with me learning insertion and removal and has become skilled. She took diligent notes during care instructions so as to do what is best for her daughter. Lily's father did complete insertion and removal training once, on the first day that Lily wore the lens, but Cindy reports that he has not done any insertion and removal training since then, and that his sobriety levels were perhaps impaired at that appointment. I believe that it is important for Lily's father to have complete understanding and training on contact lens, insertion, removal, and care before she is put in his care for an extended period of time. There are a lot of ways that contact lenses can be improperly handled and lead to permanent vision loss or eye injury if handled by someone inexperienced, especially in an infant. I am happy to train him here at the University of Kentucky. I also believe that Cindy has had enough experience with the lens that she could also provide thorough training. Please contact me with any further questions. Ellen Sanders, ODFAO Pediatric Optometrist, University of Kentucky Advanced Eye Care.
These are only a couple of many letters that highly educated and professional doctors have produced for the court that all imply that these girls are obviously better off with their safe and highly trained mother. It is very clear that it's not the children's best interest that is fueling Judge Tiffany Yar's decisions in this case.
When Cindy decided to speak out about the corruption in her case, this is what happened next.
I will proudly and undeniably cut off Miss Adams' First Amendment rights. And
a judge openly saying they will proudly and undeniably cut off someone's First Amendment rights is a direct admission of intent to suppress protected speech, not a neutral application of courtroom decorum rules.
Judge Tiffany Yar took an oath to uphold the Constitution and to act in the best interests of children. The public record in this case raises serious questions about whether she has honored that oath. Now it is our turn to act.